Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's Mike here with Imperial Tropicals. We're just going to start this video off today by watching the planted tank here just for a few minutes. You might see some people quickly walk by in the background. We're just getting ready for lunch here, so these tanks are set up by our lunch table. But yeah, here's our 600-gallon planted tank. We have some, I believe, Manakapuru angels in here. We have the red-tail penguin tetras. We got some L46 zebra pluckos. We have whiptails. I believe they're the marbled whiptails. And we do have some other various pluckos that you might see pop in and out. There's just all sorts of things in here. And try to build a nice community tank with a lot of variety. We do have a 125-gallon sump underneath the tank. So hello, Lynx, Davo, Dr. Q, good to see you all. Show, Cuddy wants to see some black-orange dorsals today. We will put that on the list. So we'll definitely go look at those. Jose says, happy Friday, everyone. Jose, happy Friday to you too. So guys, we are gonna sit here for a little bit, enjoy the view. If you guys have any questions, now would be a good time to ask. Questions not pertaining to, hey, I want to see this fish. So, and if you have anything really in-depth, we have Carly in the chat as well, where she has access to answer your questions in text form. Robert, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Lotto Man, hello, how you doing? So guys, we've been seeing a lot of new customers lately, a lot of new viewers. It's been really good. We are curious if you guys could let me know in the comments, where did you hear about us from? Are you a longtime customer, returning customer? Maybe you heard us on a YouTube channel or a Facebook page, or maybe a friend introduced you to us. Let me know. Oh, I don't know if you guys just saw a nice school of Brummy-nosed tetras just swam by. They were hiding in the back when we started, but there they go right across the middle of the screen. Now, they look small from where we're at, but they're pretty large. They're full-grown Brummy-nosed tetras, so they're like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So Doug had a question. So it said, hey, Carly, what new peacock and haps do you have? Doug, is your question pertaining to in stock, or is your question pertaining to just new things that we're breeding? Because if it's about new fish in stock, you can go to our website, and we do have a page dedicated to newly in stock items. So I'm seeing some people. Dr. Q heard from us from Cichlid Bros. Yeah, so guys, if you haven't checked out Cichlid Bros, highly recommend them. They have a nice channel. They did just do an unboxing of a male dovi we sent them. Tank looks awesome. Fish looks happy. So be sure to check them out. Robert heard from us from KG Tropicals and Primetime Aquatics. Raul says from friends. So show, I'm not sure what that is. Blue Rams out of stock. Electric Blue Rams or the German Blue Rams, they should be in stock. And if not, they will be shortly. So you guys, we're getting kind of busy around here, so we are going to go look at some other fish. I do have something pretty cool planned about a tank. And if you are just joining, guys, make sure to stay to the end, where it'll be about 30 minutes in. We're going to do another giveaway this week, one for Facebook, one for YouTube, and it is going to be a $50 store credit. So you still have to meet our order minimum to ship your order. So if you aren't local, if you are shipping, your total would have to be at least $100, and then the $50 credit comes off. So you're at $50 out of pocket, and then you have to pay for shipping. So please keep that in mind. If you have any questions about that, feel free to email us, or you can even ask here today, and we can try to get that answered for you. Jay says Caveman Aquatics and Cichlid Bros introduced us. So that's nice to hear. Thank you, Jay. So let's go look, guys. I have something cool I want to show you guys today. We are going to feed a tank, and it's just really cool how these fish react. So we are going to look at the South American bumblebee catfish. I'm going to get a cart set up for you guys, and I'm going to get some food, and we are going to feed these fish. Now, you're going to look at this tank, and you're not going to see anything. And then shortly after I feed, this tank's just going to go wild. It's going to come alive. So it's super cool. If you have a tank that can house a smaller catfish, I highly recommend you check these guys out. So let's get this camera set up. I might have to raise it up a little bit. There you go. So you guys can see a couple little fish swimming around here and there, but not too much. But you guys are going to be surprised about just what comes out of this tank. It's pretty impressive. They are a smaller species, and they are South American. We currently have them in soft water, and I'm going to get my hands in the water just so you guys can see. I'm putting fish food in. Let me get the lid off. So you can see they're already starting to smell the food. They're getting a little worked up. But these guys are a super cool species. And that might look like a lot of food, but you're going to see just the chaos that comes out of this tank. And these guys just come out, they zip around, they go absolutely crazy. I remember Hornick, I remember you came here. I don't remember if you picked him up the last time you were here. I do believe you got them when you recently just came, but yeah, these fish are really fun. They like to hide out all day, but the second food hits the water, they just come zooming out. We're going to add a little more food here. And then I'm going to put a bigger food in for you guys just to see kind of how they'll just chew on it until that food is gone. These guys are just super, super hungry fish. This food is a little large for them, but as it softens up, you're going to see they're going to swarm on it. And they're going to work almost as a team to kind of just all chew on it at once. And almost kind of form like a bait ball, chasing that food around. Some of them are getting kind of greedy and trying to swallow it whole, but they can't. They just keep all taking turns. So if you guys see it in the comments, Carly said the bumblebee catfish are a type of jelly catfish. And if you touch them, you'll see why. They feel like little jelly balls. And that's absolutely true. When we're picking these, they're very, very kind of squishy. They're very soft. And typically they're very like belly heavy. So these fish don't know when to stop. You can easily overfeed them. So just make sure that you feed them proper amounts of food, because a lot of fish will just continue to eat, and these guys are not the exception. Holly, that's a good question. So I would recommend keeping these guys with something like apistos, rams, any kind of dwarf cichlid, any type of tetra that is large enough that these guys can't fit into their mouth. So I wouldn't recommend any like really, really small fish, like anything that's gonna kind of go towards the bottom at night that's small. I would not put them with. Obviously, you don't want anything too big that can eat the catfish themselves, and you don't want anything that's going to be like overly aggressive. That's not gonna allow them to come out and eat. But overall, they're super hardy. They hold their own. I just don't put them with any cichlids that are too large because they could potentially swallow them. And that's not only a danger to the catfish, obviously, because they're getting eaten, but that's a danger to the fish trying to swallow them because they are catfish that have the really spiky fins and they can choke on them. So just be sure you don't have a fish that isn't so large that they could potentially eat them. Jersey Boys TV, we do not typically carry pictus catfish. That's something we don't have too often. It's been several years since I've seen them come in. All right, so I did see the very first person with the request was at the beginning before we even started. They wanted to see the black orange dorsals, so we will go see those. And I'm gonna try something different today, guys. I'm gonna bring this cart around with me. It's just a cart that we use when we pick fish and things. But I'm going to try and keep it as steady as possible. I know sometimes with the live streams, we can get kind of crazy with it and just lose track and get all wobbly. So we'll try to avoid having too much of that. So we're going to go look at the black orange dorsals over here first. I do believe these are the larger size that we have in currently. So these guys are about 2 to 3 inches. There are some starting to show obvious male coloration, and they do not like me coming hollering in their face with the camera. And also the tank lights behind us are making this a little difficult. But overall, these are the 2 to 3s. They're closer to 3 inches in size. I do see some obvious males. I do see some obvious females. And they are in a 75-gallon aquarium, just for your reference. So guys, what did you think about that swarm of catfish? Typically that tank, it looks like it's empty all day long. And if you are here and you're walking by that tank, you're just going to walk right past it unless you know what's about to happen when they get fed. Now let's go look. I did see another request. It looks like, hello Nishad, happy Friday. Hope the weather's treating you well up north. Kevin Lee, Zabrina pikes, and I did see another request for severums that we'll look at too. So the severums, these guys are very small right now. They're just at an inch. They were tank raised here, and so they're pretty young, but they're very hardy and they are looking pretty good. But they are just small little guys right now. H. Lindsay Jr., waiting for my order today to be delivered today. I got a few Rasboras, Serpe Tetras to add to my tank. Oh, well, thank you, H. Lindsay Jr. We really appreciate your order. Hopefully everything arrives well. And if there are any issues, make sure to document that and email us as soon as possible. Akram Willie, picking up my order today. Well, Akram, looking forward to seeing you soon. All right, so Zabrina pikes we're going to go look at. On the way there, we're going to stop at the Fenestrata cichlid. So let's go to that. So I do believe they're right over here. Oh, I went the wrong way, guys. We got to go to the other side of this rack. Let's look at these on the way there. These albino tiger Oscars are looking really good. And just for our viewers, I'm going to show a fish here on the other side that's going to be available shortly as well. So here we go. Here are some of the Fenestratus. These are the larger size. These are 3 to 4 inches. And you can see they got nice pink coloration in them already. It gets like almost purple. The fish is a very large fish, so if you are looking into getting some vieja, just make sure you have the space. They are very pretty fish though. Now down here, guys, well, right next door actually, we are gonna have some long-awaited Kelberry peacock bass. We have We haven't had these in a long time. Next week, we are going to have these online. Right now, they are just being quarantined, like all of our fish are. So, like all of our fish go through. So, just keep that in mind. If you're interested in peacock bass next week, we're going to have those up on the website. And we're probably going to highlight them in our newsletter. If you guys don't know about our newsletter, be sure to check that out. Carly works really hard every single week to put out a newsletter, kind of highlight some things that's going on across the farm. And Carly, can you let them know in the comments how to sign up for that newsletter? Medina cichlids. Very nice. We'll pick one up. Oh, sweet. Now let's go look at the Zabrina pike. And then if I could get a location from Carly on that, I did see another request. So the Zabrina pikes, the rack, the lights went out. So with the amount of water that happens around here, we lose a lot. It's not a lot, but sometimes the lights go out. But we will get my phone on here and hopefully it'll light them up enough. So these are the Zabrina pike that are on the website that are currently for sale. They keep running away from the light, which I don't blame them. Let's see if we can get them in this corner. And you can't see now because the lights are not currently working above this tank, but they are starting to show the nice yellows and oranges. You can obviously see they have the stripes already. So really, really cool fish. H. Lindsay, more Corys available soon. We are planning a new wild Colombian import. Hopefully that's in shortly. And also, we do have some Corys that are coming out of quarantine. And we also have, so these guys, uh, they are still in quarantine. So I don't have a date on when these are going to be ready yet. But these are the Venezuelan orange Corys or the Venezuelan osteogaster. And then we also have the 3-line Hopalosoma. These are not the true Julies, but these are the fish that are often mistaken as Julies. They all ran away. And then also right here, these guys are going to be out of quarantine in the next few days, hopefully. These are the stir-by cories. And next door, we have the gold laser cories. Now, for anybody who's new here, all of our fish do go through a quarantine period where we deworm them, we medicate them as needed. So we don't just get them in from the wild or from any imports and just ship them directly out. They do go through a quarantine process. And also, a lot of the fish we breed here on the farm ourselves. We breed anything from Malawi cichlids, Tanganyikan cichlids, South American, Central American, all kinds of fish from all over the world. That includes discus, cories, apistos, peacocks, halves, mabunas, but any type of fish we probably breed or have bred. Julian, howdy. Thanks for joining. So guys, just give me a second here. Let's look at these albino Taiwan reefs. I'm going to read a couple comments, answer any questions, or just find any fish anybody wants to see. Jay wants to know about redhead topos. We can go look at the redhead topos. So I am going to pin that and let's go check them out. So I do believe these redhead topos are anywhere from 1 to 2 inches based off of my memory. So here we go. Here's how the redhead topos are looking. So there you go. That's in a 75-gallon aquarium. Newton, any dovi available? Yes, we do have some dovi. Most of those are down in our greenhouse. There might be one still up here. So we put some up to the side for a customer that emailed us, and we put it in this tank up here. I want to see if it's still here. No, it has been moved, but we do have dovi. We have, if you go to the website, you can see what we have available. Large midas cichlids. So Tyler, so we don't breed midas here. We do buy them from a local farm, but we do have some, like, I believe 3 to 4 inch midas cichlid in, so we can go look at them and just see how they look. But we don't have anything larger than that in stock at most times. So let's see if we even have them. Oh, here we go. Right in front of us, guys. So no, these guys are like 2 to 3 inches. This little guy is looking really good. So we don't have too many in stock currently. It looks like we are going to have to restock on them. And they're fighting with each other, of course. Ricardo Torres, greetings from Alabama. Hopefully you guys are doing good up in Alabama. We are just a few minutes out, guys, from doing the giveaway. So I'm going to make my way back to my cart where I have the numbers written down. I lost my cart somewhere in the stream. Here we go. So let's find a fish, guys. Sushi asked about any discus. Yeah, we can go look at some discus, and that's kind of where we'll do the giveaway. So let's go look at. We have some really nice ones. We're gonna go this way. So right now in stock, I believe we have two types. And I just have to find. I just have to find them because we are in the process of preparing for our import. So we did move some fish. Um, and I know there were some questions about rams earlier. I believe it was the electric blue, but here are some German blue rams. You see females getting some pink bellies on them already. They're getting ready to spawn. So I think the other discus got sold out, guys, because they were right over there. So we'll just go look at the blue diamonds. So we don't have a ton of these in stock still, but we are breeding them, and we are also breeding the Turk. I believe it's the turquoise discus. I did see a request for some albino threadfin acara. Here are our 4 to 5 inch variant that is currently on the website. I don't know if they've been sold out yet, but we only have 4 of them. That's 4 males. And these are in 40-gallon breeder tank, just for your reference. Those guys are looking really good. So let's go over here to the blue diamond discus. So guys, let's get into the contest. It's getting kind of late in the stream for us, so today's contest is going to be just like it has been the last few times. It's going to be one guess only per person, please. So whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, we are going to choose one winner from Facebook and one winner from YouTube. There'll be 2 separate numbers. So YouTube's number will be different from Facebook's winning number. Ren says, contest, let's go. So, contest rules are 1 guess per person. The winner will be the person who guessed the number exactly, or the person who guessed the number closest without going over. All right, so if you guess over the winning number, you will not win. It has to be underneath the winning number. So today's contest is going to be guess a number 1 through 300. You guys can start. I did see some already start, and that is okay. Those guesses will be counted. If there are, one thing I want to add, if anybody guesses the same number as you on the same platform, please guess one other number and one other number only. So we're seeing a lot of YouTube comments coming in, a couple Facebook coming in. So good luck, everybody. And this is for a $50 store credit. And one will be going to our Facebook users and one will be going to our YouTube users. So as we wait, guys, we can just check out these blue diamond discus. This guy's looking nice, front and center. You can see they're getting kind of antsy in the back. They think I'm about to feed them, so they're getting kind of aggressive towards each other, especially towards the back. So guys, choose a number 1 through 300. If you just one guess only. While we wait, guys, I'm actually gonna come down here and just we can watch these cories do their thing. I'm gonna get you guys set up. Make sure you only have one guess, everybody. We will only go with your first guess if you have multiple guesses. After we end the contest, which will be in a minute here, we are going to go look at the aftermath of the bumblebee catfish tank. I'm curious to see if they had finished everything, if they all went to go hiding, which normally that is the case. As soon as they finish, they usually go right back to where they were. So I suspect when we go back to that tank, it's going to just be an empty tank. Okay, guys, that's going to be it. So Carly is going to have to take a minute. So Vicky Kuhn, we got the last one in there. Jermaine. So guys, the contest is officially over. The winning numbers are going to be for Facebook is going to be 91. And for YouTube, it is 119. That's 91 for Facebook, 119 for YouTube. So Carly is going to take a second and find that for us. In the meantime, we will go look at the requested neon dwarf rainbow fish, and we are also going to look at the South American bumblebee catfish tank to see if they all went hiding again or if they are still out. Actually, it looks like they're still out, so they're not finished eating yet. You see them, they're still cruising around. See, guys, this is why it's very important not to overfeed your fish. Can you guys see that guy right there? Right in the center? It looks like he had his fair share of food. He's got that big old belly. So he's not... He's gonna take a while to digest all that. So you can see he is a hoarder of the of the food. So guys, as Carly searches for this, she's gonna announce it to the best of her ability. If you are the winner, please be sure to email us at fish@imperialtropicals.com, and that's how we'll give you the discount code for the website. We're not going to ask you for any information pertaining to payment, so please watch out for scams. I do know that can happen. So here we go. The dwarf neon rainbows, they're on the smaller size, so they're about an inch, inch and a half. And we'll just sit here for a second, let them settle down. So there you go. There are the dwarf neons. Now I want to highlight these guys. These are lesser known rainbow fish species, and I really want to make these guys more popular. These are the taboo bill rainbow fish, or the Melanitania sexlineata. So here is the name. And here's this fish. Now I really like these guys. The males get a nice bright red color. They get red kind of striping. There's a small male right here. Now, what I like about these guys is they don't get overly large. They're 2.5 to 3 inches at max. They have a really broad kind of chest to them, and they get pretty tall for their size. You can see the bigger male back there, and that is about their full size. All right, guys. So looks like Carly has the official winners in. The Vicky Kuhn is the winner with 119 on the dot. So congratulations, Vicky. and that is definitely a name and customer I recognize. So glad to have a return customer win. And I do believe Carly is probably still working on Facebook. So not all of the Facebook comments necessarily show up for Carly, so it might take her a second. If she can't resolve this before we end today, you know if you won. So obviously the rule is it's the closest number to 91 without going over. So if you are the winner, email us, please. Vicky, you know the drill. Go ahead and email us. We'll get you the code. And then for Facebook, if Carly doesn't figure it out by the time we're finished, please send us the information and we will verify it and get you the code. All right, guys, so another fish really quick I want to highlight, and this coincides with our email this week. Our email is going to highlight albino fish. Well, here's a cool albino fish. We have albino Eureka Reds. So these guys are under quarantine. They are relatively new to the warehouse, so they just got up here. And you can see the males, you can see the females. You can see this female is holding. So even in our sales tank, guys, our fish are always breeding. So sometimes in the past, we've sent fish out holding, and customers get fish with a mouthful of fry, which is pretty exciting. Guys, so Shob won. So congratulations, Shob. 84 was the closest guess at 91. And then here we go, guys. You got the Milana bicolor. These males are looking really good. So here we go. There we go. So guys, that was pretty exciting. We have a lot of people participating now. The contests keep growing, which is cool. We really appreciate you guys being live with us every week. We are going. Good afternoon, Charlotte. Good to see you. So Mike, the owner, so Mike Drotty, most of you guys should be familiar. He is going to try to go live today using StreamYard at Global Pet Expo in Orlando. So he's going to try and show some of our tanks we set up there. It's just 6 small tanks, just kind of a sample for the show. It is an industry show, so it's a way for businesses like us to connect with other businesses, maybe pet shops. So he's going to try to go live. I don't have a time on that yet, but I do know he was waiting until we were finished. So if you're interested, be sure to check it out. Mike Drotty should be going live at some point today. If not, that just means he couldn't figure out the StreamYard. So thank you guys for all who participated today. We will end the stream at where we're at right now. If not, I could go all day. There's a lot of fish in here to show you guys. So thank you guys and see you next week. Later.